Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, turn that post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So y'all know y'all probably miss me because I miss y'all. If y'all don't miss me, then that's cool too. But anyways, I know y'all probably been wondering where I've been, what's been going on. As y'all know, about 2-3 weeks ago, I did have an ectopic pregnancy and I had to have the surgery to have the baby removed. So that's where I've been. I've just been mentally, physically, emotionally, everything trying to heal from that. But I didn't really go into detail as far as surgery, recovery, and exactly what happened. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So just stay tuned.
S to the C double O S A. Scoosa is the name and I do this every day. So like, subscribe, turn on notification because I'm bringing the heat with no hesitation.
So y'all know I did the little taking a pregnancy test on camera and I actually found out that I was actually pregnant and I wasn't thinking or expecting to be pregnant, but I was pregnant. So this was one Saturday in December and literally exactly a week later, that following Sunday, not the next Sunday, but the following Sunday, like I said, 8 days later, exactly a week later, I had a sharp pain. I could barely walk. Only thing I went to do was go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet. And even when I was sitting on the toilet, I was like bent over, holding my stomach. Like the pain was like very excruciating. It was hurting. It felt like, I guess like sharp abdominal pain, cramping. But I wasn't really too worried because I didn't have any bleeding or spotting. So I was kind of thinking, maybe it's not that serious. Maybe everything is okay. But I decided I was going to wait to go to the hospital. My appointment was that Tuesday. Like I said, the pain started that Sunday night. My appointment was that Tuesday. So I was like, I'm going to just wait it out and just see what happens. Because at first I thought it could have been round ligament pain. But that usually doesn't occur until your second, third trimester. But again, I wasn't sure. So anyways, my appointment came that Tuesday. I went to my first prenatal appointment. And at the appointment, I apologize if I keep cutting y'all off while I'm trying to give y'all the story. But I got the kids over there. I'm trying to entertain them. And at the same time, I'm trying to give y'all the story. So back to Tuesday was my appointment. And upon the ultrasound, as soon as she stuck the vaginal ultrasound in, it was like a bunch of fluid that you could see on the screen. And we didn't really know what it was. We just saw a bunch of fluid. So also when we looked at the gestational sac, it was empty. Like nothing was in it at all. Like it was just like an empty gestational sac. So for me already having 2 kids, I can already tell that something was wrong, but I didn't know exactly what was wrong. So at first my doctor, I love her. My doctor was saying, maybe I think that I'm further along than I really am. So she was like, we can come back in another week and try again, with the ultrasound, and maybe you're just not as far as you think you are. Maybe the baby's just too small, we can't see the baby yet. So she was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go get my ultrasound technician and she'll be able to see something that I can't see. So she went and got the ultrasound tech. The ultrasound tech came into the room, and as soon as she stuck it in and she saw the fluid, she was like, yeah, usually a lot of fluid indicates an ectopic pregnancy. So that's when she started informing us and letting us know what an ectopic pregnancy was. And she basically let us know we wouldn't be able to keep the baby because the baby wouldn't survive basically outside of my uterus. So that was the bad news. At the time, we both were, of course, distraught, hurt, angry, upset, all of that. We cried, everything. But it was basically like me or the baby, because I could have hemorrhaged to death. And remind y'all, I'm home with the kids all day, every day by myself. So imagine just being home with 2 kids and you just start bleeding, you're hemorrhaging, and there's nothing that can be done because you're home by yourself with 2 kids. So the bright side was that the doctor did catch it ahead of time, and immediately she sent me to the hospital. She told me to go home, get some clothes, kiss my babies, and they're going to schedule my emergency surgery that following morning. Most ectopic pregnancies are tubal pregnancies. So most of the time the baby has implanted inside your fallopian tube. So what they usually do is they'll go in and they'll take your whole fallopian tube. Then you'll only have 1 fallopian tube left, which means you'll only ovulate every other month. So this is what we were expecting. We were expecting my baby to be inside my fallopian tube, but y'all, my baby was not in my fallopian tube. So I'm gonna show y'all my ultrasound. Let me see if I can get y'all to see it clear. So, okay, it goes this way. It's kind of hard to read because it's not a normal ultrasound because, like I said, the baby wasn't in my gestational sac. So my gestational sac is all the way over here. This was the gestational sac, so the baby should have been over here in this little corner. You can't see because it's cut off. But this is the actual baby. Let me see if y'all can see that. So this is where my baby was hiding. Right there. And like I said, all the way over here is my gestational set. And it was crazy because my OBGYN, she didn't see the baby. Like I said, she had to use the ultrasound technician had to come in and actually find the baby and show her where the baby was, because we didn't see a baby at all. So at first we even thought maybe it was a miscarriage, like the baby was just dissolving on its own. But like I said, the ultrasound technician came in, she actually found the baby, she showed us where the baby was. And so surgery was scheduled for that Wednesday morning. We couldn't get it that Tuesday night because they had a lot of other surgeries, emergency surgeries going on. So I had to get my surgery that Wednesday morning. So the only thing I honestly remember, I couldn't eat anything after 12 a.m. because my surgery was, I think, scheduled for 8 a.m. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. So I couldn't eat anything after 12 a.m. So I remember being in the hospital. I remember they came and got me. They took me to the surgery floor. And I remember they put me on the surgery bed. So I was sitting on the surgery bed. That's when they started hooking up the IVs and everything to my arm. They were explaining what they were going to be doing to me. And basically everything they kept saying was, you're not going to remember this, but we're going to do this. You're not going to remember this, but you're going to do that. You're not going to remember this, but so-and-so, this, so-and-so, that. And literally that's exactly what happened. So I remember my doctor came in. She talked to me. She told me exactly what they were going to do. I met the anesthesiologist. I met one of the other guys who was going to be in the operating room too as well. And they explained to me that they were basically going to cut 2 holes on the side of my stomach where they can take a camera and look inside my stomach and look around to see where the baby was. And then they were actually going to go through my navel and actually remove the baby. So, like I said, at this point, we were still thinking that the baby was a tubal baby. So we were thinking that the doctor was going to go in and remove my tube. Well, when they got in, Ashley started looking around. All of the fluid that y'all saw on the ultrasound, well, y'all didn't see it on the ultrasound. We saw it on the ultrasound, but all of the fluid that we saw on the ultrasound was actually blood. So what happened was, okay, it was blood. My baby wasn't even in my tube. My baby was actually in my ovary. So my baby implanted in my ovary. So it was literally like no way that my baby could have survived. So my baby implanted in my ovary. When I started going through all the pain, it was because my baby had burst through the ovary, and which was causing a lot of blood, a lot of fluid, everything. So that really could have been very, very, very crucial to me if my doctor wouldn't have caught that and sent me to the emergency room. So like surgery was only expected to be like 45 minutes, but my surgery took about 3 hours because, like I said, once they actually cut me open and got inside, they realized that there was a lot of blood. So they had to suction all of the blood out first before they could even go in and do the procedure. So they went in, sucked all of the blood out. They located the baby, which was in my ovary. Most doctors, as my doctor said, would just take the whole ovary out. But what she did was she actually went in and scraped the baby out to save my ovary, because she's like, you're still young. I know you and your husband will want more kids in the future, and I want to still give y'all, that opportunity, that chance to have more kids. So instead of just taking the whole ovary out, I'm going to save your ovary, and I'm going to just, get rid of the baby. So that was the procedure that was done. Like I said, it was crazier than we even expected, because we just expected the baby in the fallopian tube. We expected them to just take the tube out and be done with it. But like I said, it took 3 hours because of the blood that was found inside of me. Then they had to burn everything in there to stop the bleeding and all kind of stuff. She also gave me some pictures too, but I'll show y'all the pictures, but I don't even really know what I'm looking at, and I'm just warning, the pictures are kind of graphic, so I'm gonna just show y'all. But like I said, I don't really know what I'm looking at, so y'all probably won't know what y'all looking at either. I'm trying to hide my personal information. Like I said, I really don't know what I'm looking at, but that's 4 pictures. Here's another 4. Another set of 4. I'm trying to get the way y'all won't see that glare from the ring light. But if y'all want to see, y'all can stop and pause. Y'all probably don't want to see it, so you can just skip 10 seconds. But yeah, so those are pictures from the surgery. Like I said, I don't know what I'm looking at, but the doctor just gave me these, so I'm just holding on to them. My surgery was December 15th, so that is going to be the day that I remember my baby. December 15th, 2021. So these are my post-surgery marks. So this is one of the marks where they went in with the camera on each side down here. Like I said, they went in down here on each side with the camera so they could see exactly what needed to be done and where. And then they went inside my navel. So my navel, they went in down here. It feels a lot better than it did because it was hurting to the touch. Now it's not hurting to the touch anymore, but it does still feel kind of swollen. But yeah, so they went in right here. As you can see, that's why my navel look a little funny. Right here is where I had my navel pierced. So excuse that. But yeah, right here is where they went in at through my navel. And they took me back up. How I'm doing after the ectopic pregnancy, I'm a lot better than I was. Of course, I was distraught. I had a lot of emotions just built up. I was even blaming myself. Why? I don't know. Feeling a lot better mentally, physically, and emotionally. I still can't believe I was about to be a mom of 3. I'm still kind of excited. But, I mean, everything will happen in God's timing. Everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. I should talk about it now without really getting emotional. So, yeah, I'm doing good. But that concludes this video. I don't think I had anything else to say, anything I can't remember. But if y'all do have any questions, go ahead, comment down below, ask me anything y'all want to know. Other than that, I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to share it. See y'all in the next video.